Hello guys, John82 and back to a brand new video. Today I'm reviewing Father Christmas, as I said I did. Well, I would. So this is a spin-off from The Snowman and a spin-off from The Snow Dog, but The Snowman was before this. And it's voiced by Mel Smith, so you got a bit of both worlds there. So you got a bit of The Snowman's world, so Christmas books, and Christmas songs. Um, just with So the logo is just plain normal like the snowman. So I would have thought, because I think it's about 7 years later, they would have tried to do something a bit more. So snowman, Father Christmas seems like a normal man, feeding his pet. Mao is a great voiceover for Father Christmas. I have to say, he's great voiceover. It is funny too, going to find out what does Father Christmas do every other day, when it's not Christmas Day. Um, so there is another story called Father Christmas Goes on Holiday. When I was doing some research, I found that out. It's a book. So it's Father Christmas book. But yeah. And when he wants to go on holiday, he actually starts making up a motor. He starts making a caravan up, which is very cool to see, into his sledge to go on his holidays. And he's made it up, and he starts flying off on his sledge with his reindeer, which is kind of funny. And of course, you get a most classic scene where you get a plane going over, and he goes to France, and he looks really ridiculous, and them laughing at him. And then he dresses up as Father Christmas. He dresses up as a French person, a real classic French person, with the hat and all that, stripes and all that, and people start to laugh at him then. And then some little kid goes, you Father Christmas? And he goes, no. And then he's like, I need somewhere where there's water, somewhere there's a real lot of water. And he says, Scotland. And he's like, it's raining. So he goes to Scotland for a holiday, and it stops raining eventually. Because he does all the shopping, and again, he does that. And then it's freezing cold. I think he gets attacked by sharks, but I didn't see that bit. And then another little kid says, is that Father Christmas? And he flies off again, and he says, I need to go somewhere a bit warmer. Las Vegas. So he goes to Las Vegas, somewhere a bit hotter for Father Christmas. I must say there's a lot of adult humour where he's playing cars, a lot of adult themes in this film, but it's a very good film for kids, I think. Another kid says, is that Father Christmas again? So he goes home this time. So he's gone 3 places: Scotland, Las Vegas, and France. He doesn't go anywhere else in the world on holidays. He goes to 3 places. I mean, it probably takes a long time, but a sledge flying, I don't know how long it would take. A lot of cleaning up to do. He goes home, he finds out there's a lot of cleaning up to do. And we see the first picture of Mrs. Claus here. Now, where on earth? Wow, I guess it's Mrs. Claus. It might not be, but I'm guessing it's Mrs. Claus. I wonder where she is. It looks like Mrs. Claus, anyways. Um, uh, um, and then we see, because when he's trying to get in the door, first of all, we couldn't get in. And then we see, like, day by day, there's cars going through the door, and him not being able to get in. Now, he wakes up just for Christmas Eve, and he's knackered, and he's like, I've got to do this, I've got to get ready. And then this woman says, you've got, you're dressing up as Santa Claus. And she's like, yeah, I wish. And he starts going off, flying. And he talks about it being snow, sleet, and he can't wait for it to be Christmas. He can't wait for it to be summer, sorry. It is Christmas Eve. Where he goes up flying, and he meets up the snowman and the snow dog. So basically the Christmas party he goes to, and he makes a mistake where he gives a kid a wrong present, and he has to swap it around. And he goes home, and he says, you can't blame me, I do my best. He basically, him showing us what he does all year round. He does a lot of talking to us on screen. He does a lot of talking to us, like, you can't blame me now for what I've done. And he basically goes off. And I must say, there's a lot of songs. So when he's flying around, because you don't know, when he flew off for Christmas Eve, he did a lot of, dropping of presents. And there was a song sort of thing there. And then there was a song right at the end. So yeah, it does end with him actually opening his presents up, just in his bed, and saying, "Whoops," and saying, um, "Another well, getting dark now. Um, another year, he's saying all these family members, and I didn't know if Father Christmas had family. The only member I knew he had was his wife, Mrs. Claus, and he mentioned all these members. I can't remember their names, but he mentioned all of them. I think he mentions his aunties and uncles. He didn't mention like mother, father, daughter, son, wife, but he mentioned his uncles and aunties, which is kind of weird. And then it's music. So some of the animation in this wasn't very good, like Father Christmas getting red. I don't know if it was because he was, his face getting red. I don't know if it's because it was meant to signalise that it was him getting suntanned, because it never really mentioned that. He was sunbathing, but he got really red, like over the top red, like really red. And some of the animations weren't very good. I mean, I did like the other voice actors in this. They played really good parts. So what would I rate this? I think I'd rate this Father Christmas Story a 9 out of 10. Now, next year I might be doing Father Christmas Goes on Holiday, but because apparently that was the book. I don't know if this film is that or not, because it has Father Christmas that goes on holiday. I don't know, because it's meant to be this and that. So there's meant to be Father Christmas and then Father Christmas goes on holiday. So I don't know if that's it. I'm going to probably have to do more research on that. But if that isn't it, or can't look at the story, that'll be it for now. There won't be no more movie Christmas reviews. If there is Father Christmas goes on holiday, I'll do that. If there isn't, there isn't. So that's the review, guys. Thanks for watching this video. Merry Christmas, and please like and subscribe. Bye for now. Bye bye.